My name is Lori Bassart, and this is my son Corey. Corey is 29 years old and he is autistic. Today, Corey and I are going to demonstrate how to do a compliance drill. It's extremely important that your autistic child learn to be compliant. It's important, first of all, for your sanity. It's important for their safety. If they're getting ready to run into the street and you're yelling, "Stop!" it's important at that time that they be compliant for their own safety. It's also important that they learn to be compliant in school. If you have a really high-functioning autistic child that's really smart, maybe it's more of an Asperger's type diagnosis, but yet your child won't sit in a chair at school, or they run around the classroom screaming and getting into trouble, it makes their intelligence irrelevant. So it's important that they learn to be compliant. Teaching your autistic child to be compliant is actually quite easy and can be accomplished fairly quickly by just mastering a 5-minute compliance drill and doing it every day. We started doing compliance drills with Corey when he was 5 years old, and as I recall, his non-compliant behavior really turned around in about a week. Now, we had to still continue to do compliance drills to maintain compliant behavior, but this drill really does work, and it works pretty quickly. To set up your compliance drill, the first thing that you need to do is you need to set up about 15 or so artificial tasks for your child to do. And I've got a few set up for our demonstration today, and I'll just kind of show them to you real quick here. Here I've got some paper on the floor that I'm going to have him put in the trash can. Over here I've got a banana that he's going to put back in the kitchen. Here's some milk he's going to put in the refrigerator, and I got a toothbrush here that he's going to put back in the kitchen. When you're setting up artificial tasks for your child to do, try to choose tasks that they already know how to do, or at least would be very easy for them to learn how to do. The point here is you're not really teaching them new information, you're just teaching them to be compliant. I also have a little dish of M&Ms here that I'm going to be using to reward Corey and kind of reinforce his compliant behavior. Okay, we're going to get started with our demonstration. Mr. Corey, can you pick up the paper and put it in the trash can? Very good. Good boy. Good boy, Corey. Can you get the milk and put it in the refrigerator? Good boy, Corey. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. Can you get the banana and put it back in the kitchen? Good boy, Corey. Good job. Good job. Can you get the toothbrush and put it in the bathroom? Good boy, Corey. Good job. Corey has very sweetly complied with everything I've asked him to do, but now I'm going to talk a little bit about what to do if your child does not comply with a task you ask them to do. In this compliance drill, they only have one chance to comply, which is kind of the beauty of the drill, really, is they really do learn that they have to listen the first time. Because the second time you ask them to do the task, you're going to be motoring them hand over hand to do the task. But I'm going to break down exactly how to do the correction very small into a 4-step sequence. The first step in the sequence is you give them a no. And the no should sound just kind of neutral to firm. It's not a harsh scolding or anything like that. It's just kind of to give them the information that no, they didn't do it correctly. So it should sound kind of like no, just kind of like that. The second step in the sequence is you walk quickly and decisively over to your child. The third step in the sequence is you take them hand over hand and you start to motor them through the task while simultaneously repeating the direction. Pick up the trash and put it in the trash can. And step 4, you walk over and you complete the task. And actually there's one more thing you should do. You should actually praise them at that point too. Even though you had to prompt them through the task, it's okay, you should still praise them. The reason that I'm being so persnickety about how to do the 4-step correction is that way it makes it really clear and really concise and really easy for your child to understand what compliance is. Another really good side benefit that you will start to see when you do these compliance drills is you will start to see your child start to spontaneously comply in real life. And I want you to kind of keep an eye out for it, because when you see spontaneous compliance in real life, that's the time to really heap on the praise and really you know, have a special super duper cookie or some kind of special treat to give your child, and just kind of have a party for spontaneous compliance in real life. Now, on the other hand, when you see spontaneous non-compliance in real life, you kind of have to drop whatever you're doing and you have to kind of get up and do the 4-step hand-over-hand correction to enforce the compliance. And even though that's a lot of work, you really have, it kind of has to be done because your child's success depends on it. By the way, one more thing I'm just going to say is you can do this same compliance technique with regular kids that do not have autism. So just saying. The reason that I wanted to make this training video is I really want to encourage parents. Autistic kids have a lot of behavior problems. That's just part of what autism is. But I want to encourage you because for every behavior problem your child has, there's a real practical technique that can be used to help overcome that behavior problem. You kind of learn to have, you know, become a parent from your own parents. I had wonderful parents, but they really didn't prepare me for Corey. I had to have a lot of special training and a lot of special help. The 2 psychologists that trained me were Dr. Ron Leaf and Dr. Mitch Taubman, and they have co-authored a book that goes into a lot more detail on this type of therapy than I've been able to do just by going into this, doing this training video. And I'm going to make that resource available for you. If you're interested in purchasing that resource, you can just click on the link below. Also, they have another associate named Dr. John McCacken, who has written a book that has a curriculum that goes along with it. And that goes into a lot more detail on this type of therapy than I've been able to go into just by doing this video. So there's a link below for that too if you're interested in purchasing that resource. Anyway, I want to thank you very much for visiting my website, Parenting Solutions for Autism, and thanks for watching our video. Mr. Corey, can you say bye? See ya.
I did.
Thank you. Bye.